and the 4. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Jay out there at Malone, and it's Gasol in at the 5. You know, I always think about the first-year players, Clark, when it's this early in the season. There must be a lot going on in a rookie's head during the first few NBA games they play.
Hey, Kevin, no doubt about it. I think back to my rookie days long years ago, man, and I was so excited, thrilled to be living a dream. But the games come, the traveling, the practices, the game plans. Yeah, it feels like you're drinking out of a fire hose sometimes.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Now LeBron passes it to Davis. Back to LeBron. Lock at 6. Inside, here's Jay. Count it.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Dish now to Ingram. To the inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the evening. That free throw good from Williamson.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
He's covered by Malone. Gasol with the rebound. Fast break, the Lakers. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to speak with Stan Van Gundy. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere in distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. And he won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. He's covered by Malone and stolen by Malone.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Kicks it out to Williamson. And he gets it to go from the corner. Williamson's got 5. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pelicans.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. But what we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another.
Hey, guys, really easy to see why Ingram was the second pick in the 2016 draft with plays like these.
To the middle, here's Jay. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's Jay. Oh, what a dunk!
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
And a wide open look for Portis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Jay. Oh, what a play!
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Back to Williamson. Over Davis. And that one is off. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Now the pass to Williamson. Williamson double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Lakers now. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
The shot's good from Jay.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Williamson. Now here's Ingram. And they get it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on LeBron James.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better and better.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And that one falls for Ingram. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. He hits both from the stripe.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Dort's checked in. Down low, here's Jay.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
You know, with AD's improved court awareness, when guys on his team get open, he'll find it.
Pelicans trail by 3. Passes to Williamson. Over Davis. That's short off the rim. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Jay, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Pass to Dort. Williamson with it. New Orleans moving the ball around. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Here's Malone. Great D that time from Portis. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And Davis sends it back.
Davis's anticipation and timing, so good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot-blocking machine. Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion, you'll have periods like this.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that one's good. Ingram. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. 3-point lead. Gasol on the high post. They shoot again. Kuzma outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Malone. And finally, that one's good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And there's the pass to Dort. Here's Williamson. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
And he's far from just a dunker. Zion is also capable of hurting you from outside.
Alone with it. There's the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Here's Jay. No good that time. Good D by Williamson. Ingram against Kuzma. Here's the floater. Again, the Pelicans score.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
So good to see Bledsoe setting up guys like that. I mean, especially when they're wide open and they've got the better shot.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Pelicans on D. They trail by 1. Jay, the pass to Horton Tucker. Henson trying to break free, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
When Kuzma plays with that kind of tenacity, he's going to make defenders foul him. He's a real force in this league, folks.
The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And both free throws good for Kuzma. Pelicans trail by 3. Here's Hart. Outside for Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
And the key for Bledsoe, like it is for most players, is staying motivated and engaged.
Completely new group for Los Angeles. A 3 off the inbound. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Malone is out there with Jay, and it's Gasol at the center. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Suns was superb. He finished with 57 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
The Pelicans trail. Inside, it's stolen by Davis. Here's Jay. Gasol trying to free himself up. Misses the layup.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Here's Portis. The three-pointer, no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
The Lakers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. That's good from Jay. Both free throws good from Jay. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Pass to Portis. Dishes to Ingram. Williamson trying to free himself up. James with some nice D.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. You tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Ingram against James. Looking to get it going. And it's Ingram missing. Lakers leading by 3. And they're moving it up. Here's Davis. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He's covered by Malone. Ingram outside. 6 on the shot clock.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Tell you what, even though he's a little older now, James still a force in transition.
Pelicans trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Davis kicks to LeBron. This is it to Jay. Lakers working the ball around now, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, Davis, a game-wrecking presence around the basket. Excellent agility for a big guy.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Williamson, the pass to Portis. They need this one. Lets the 3 fly.
And their offense has all but disappeared this quarter, shooting in the low 30s for the game. They had some success in that first quarter, but not much since then.
Los Angeles on D. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. 6 to shoot. Goes up on the high post. It's rebounded by Jay.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Pass to Williamson. Over Davis. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. That's good from Jay. Both free throws good from Jay. Here's Malone. That's tipped. Here's Alexander Walker. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. From deep three-point range, Portis can't get it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Pelicans trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Here's Ingram. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
And it's Williamson missing.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Here's Jay Davis. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The pass to Ingram. Here's Alexander Walker. They can't stop the run with that one.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Here's Davis. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Drops it in from 11 feet. Williamson's got 13.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Lakers leading by 13. And here is Davis. He picked up 12. Oh!
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Ingram outside. Looking to end his cold spell. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Count that bucket.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
He's covered by Malone. Gasol with the rebound. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 15-point game. Jay the pass to Gasol. Ingram comes with the double team. Pass to Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. So both teams changing it up here. Pelicans trail by 15. Ingram outside. One second left. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
You know, LeBron affected that shot, and his defense doesn't get quite the hype that his offense does, but over his career, he's been
And we've reached halftime in this one. Lakers on top, up by 15. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So for New Orleans right now, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Alexander Walker in a 2-guard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
There are very few that can handle and battle with Davis inside. I mean, he's got really tremendous strength and agility and a nice touch.
First free throw is good. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Good positioning that time from AD. Working the pick and roll. Beautiful.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Alexander Walker passes to Williamson. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Davis. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Lakers leading by 15. LeBron outside. Lays it up off the glass. James has got 9.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You've got to wrap him up. You've got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
Ingram outside. Shot clock at 5. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Adams, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Los Angeles. 17-point lead, their biggest. And that one is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Malone.
You know, with that combination of strength and length, Davis can easily overwhelm defenders and get himself to the foul line.
Bledsoe with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Clock is at 3. From deep. They grab their own miss. Adams down low. He's up against Gasol. Here's Hart. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Hart's got 5.
You know, he does a little bit of everything. But when Hart is draining the three-pointer, that's when he's most dangerous.
James wide open. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Henson's checked in. Pelicans trail by 16. Ingram outside to the wing right side. Outside for Bledsoe. Back to Adams. Bledsoe outside. Pulls it up. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Bledsoe comes over to help. Here's Davis. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
For the finish. And it's Davis finishing it off.
AD showing you his energy at the defensive end, being the catalyst for a fast break chance.
Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Hayes. And here is Ingram. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Here's Hart. An easy 2 points on the layup. Hart's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, that effort is absolutely fantastic here. I mean, Hart staying active, being persistent, tracking down the rebound, and making sure they get something out of that extra possession.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 6 assists in the game. Pelicans trail by 21. Now Bledsoe. And Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
The Lakers have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Pass to James. Knocks it loose. Ingram with it. 10 points for him. And the pass to Hart. uses the glass to finish the layup. Hart's got 9.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
LeBron passes to James. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Setting the table for his teammates, James enjoys sharing and passing the ball and getting others involved, I think, more than any other aspect of his game.
Here's Bledsoe. Adams trying to free himself up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
New Orleans making a switch here. Dort's checked in.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And he makes that one.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Lakers leading by 14. Kicks it to Davis. To the middle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Dort. Snatched away. Woods the pass to Davis. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Davis has got 18 points in the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Adams. Here's Hart. He kicks it to Hayes. 5 to shoot. Here's Dort. They get a hand on it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You look at AD, and you know he's taken his share of contact over the course of his career. And quite honestly, that just comes with the territory when you're a dominant offensive player like him.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Here's Hart. 9 points in the game so far. Passes it to Adams. For 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 9.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
To the inside. Here's Kuzma. And it's blocked. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Sinks the three-pointer.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
He's guarded by Davis. Adams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Mark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight. The Pelicans make it a switch here. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Alexander Walker. Lays it up and banks it in.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Jay out there at Malone, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. Williamson against Caldwell Pope. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's off on the first. Marc Gasol's checked in for the Lakers. And he's good on the second. In over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And here is Ingram. Pass to Dort. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Clock at 6.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Malone down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs. That always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because now I think they're on to something. We could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. The pass to Dort. He feeds it to Williamson. It's stolen by Davis. Pass to James. And the dunk by James.
LeBron James knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
Ingram passes to Portis. Here's Dort. Ingram outside. Over James. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he's shot so poorly.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Malone outside. Outside Gasol. Here's Jay, and that one is stuffed right through.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on LeBron James. And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce the target scorer, Greg, to end the game and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. Here's Williamson, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Marc Gasol.
This is the challenge Williamson possesses to many defenders. Hard to guard him without fouling.
And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Lakers leading by 20. On the wing, James. Over Ingram, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. That free throw good from Williamson. Now here's James. Passes it to Jay. Back to LeBron. And the dunk by James.
Boy, LeBron's so strong, so athletic, so smart. I mean, a bunch of his points come when he's driving full speed downhill, and he's impossible to stop.
Pelicans trail by 21. Pass to Alexander Walker. To the wing on the left. Ingram left side. There's Portis. And there it is for him.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
And the pass to LeBron. Here's Jay. And they double up Davis. LeBron outside. To the paint. Here's Gasol. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now, when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in essence, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Free throw, good. Portis. Both shots good from the stripe. Now Malone. To the inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Portis. Passes it to Ingram. Over Gasol. And that one's good. Ingram.
Well, I really like seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range J. A lethal scorer who nails these shots regularly.
Malone outside. Pass to Jay. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
He's covered by Malone. It's Ingram on the wing. And there's the pass to Alexander Walker. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Williamson. Kicks to Ingram. Passes to Alexander Walker. Offline with his three. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Jay. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't
No
that long
kidding.
ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. I remember it like it was yesterday. And both free throws good for Hodgins. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Now here's Little. Not a lot of room. Basket good.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Valentine with it. To the middle. Here's Jay. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Here's Little. In the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
Kim, we'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's a
tournament
tough one, isn't it? No,
for the
that's-
last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jay.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
LA's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Malone passes to Jay. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Inside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Little with the ball. Malone on him. Off target from outside. Here is Hodges. Pass to Jay. Another shot. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.